almost there. We got about 3 minutes, about 3/4 of a mile, not even. So we'll be dropping these 3. Should be a relatively easy, short day. I think the drive time today was like 7.5 hours. So really easy day. So the address sends you to the wrong place. I need to do a U-turn where the address actually sent me. And apparently he's down the road a little bit. All right, so while we sit and wait, that's basically the name of today's game, is sit and wait. So I'm trying to get out there by 1 o'clock to go pick up that F450, which is gonna be fun for you guys because it's an in-op, it's huge, it has stake pockets, it's gonna be an interesting time. So we're gonna keep doing these in-ops. I'm just gonna keep running with them. I'm gonna get on the load board now and try to see if I can't dispatch something for tomorrow because I have that going out to West Virginia. I'd like to find something coming back. So even if I can't drop it till Monday or Saturday, but yeah, so I'm gonna try that. All right, I'm gonna get all the straps off a while. I just called on another load for tomorrow that actually pays a lot more than the last one I was gonna book. It's like almost $1,000 to then come back home. It's like, I'll take that. For all you New Jersey fans, this is their unloading zone. So this is where they unload them all anyway. So this is where we're doing it. All right, so we just got off the phone with that broker a little bit ago that I was telling you about. So we had one initially booked for $875, but they wanted us to set up with them, and that's where I came up with that number. It was like $41.25 or something. I forget what the actual number is. On the 2 videos ago, I posted in the comments what the actual number for the week was. So now it's $925. I think it's $925 or $975 as opposed to $875. So we went up 100 to or 50 to 100 bucks on the week. That's good. So we have that. We're working on an oversized load right now for Monday, a power only. So we'll see if we can run that, because that's $2,000. These numbers are impressing me. In my head, I'm thinking about this and I'm realizing that I ran Florida and back for how long? For less money than I'm making locally. I'm happy with that. So we're gonna pick up in 39 minutes here. Not sure what to expect when I get there, but hopefully it's you know, pretty decent. And then we'll get up super early tomorrow. I'm gonna try to drop at like 8 in the morning tomorrow. It's like 3.5 hours from my house out in West Virginia. So we'll do that, shoot up north, grab, go home, drop Tuesday. Good to go. All right, here she is. 4-wheel drive F250, or F450, I mean. Hopefully it's not too heavy, but you know, there she is. Make sure all this stuff is locked, not gonna come down. So this is the load we're taking. You guys can see the big leak. It looks like my truck underneath. But this one is going somewhere out in West Virginia tomorrow. Doesn't run or everything, so I'm gonna get backed up to it, get my pictures and everything, get this thing winched up and tied down. If I had chains, this would be the thing to chain. But we'll throw the straps on it. So see how it goes and get back with you in a second. All right, there she is. Isn't exactly the cleanest lot. Look at all that mud caked in there. Damn, good thing I'm gonna be washing this thing soon. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hook the winch up, which basically is just pop the hood and put the jumper cables on it. Super simple. So, there we go. we'll get her. All right, you guys can see the winch works now. Obviously, got to put it in lock mode, but get her tight. There we go. So get her tight. There we go. To the front axle. All right, so you guys can see, look how wide it is on this side and then this side. So it's going to be just on the edge in the front, and the back, so it looks like the inner dual is going to do the majority of the work. So I'm going to get the front up and then we'll work on the back later. There's a big chunk out of that tire. All right, well, you guys can see, here she is. I'm just gonna get this thing strapped down and we're good to go. Obviously, getting this thing on straight would have been a total nightmare, but we got it. So, you guys can see, the whole thing is on the deck. Do a walk around of it. We'll strap the two inside tires. This here. That's close. We'll get the winch tight once that's... Actually, you know what? There we go. Oh, there she is. All done. We are ready to make it home. There's a strap back there. You just can't see it. But I gotta grab some pictures and we'll be out of here. I'd like to say... Oh, kind of curious on what it weighs. Probably 11. I'm gonna guess 11,000. Maybe 10. It is two-wheel drive too, so. I'm gonna say this thing is pretty heavy. Definitely heavier than the last couple loads I did. Definitely has some weight to it. So we'll be home. I think we're like right at 26 with this one. But yeah, we'll be home in about 3 hours, 45 minutes, which should be, it'll be 5:30, so I have no idea where I'm gonna put the trailer in the meantime, but hey, I guess we'll see. All right, so sitting in the parking lot waiting to do a UE, and somebody hit me. So now I need to take a come along to this because they bent my bar. That sucks. Hit my ramp, but I felt the trailer shaking. I'm like, what was that? And I look back and I'm like, this dude's like, oh man, he was okay, and you know, everything was good and whatnot. I'm not worried about it, but like now I gotta fix this ramp. Oof, that sucks. He hit it pretty hard too, because that whole trailer went like this. I was just sitting at idle messing with the GPS. So I'm trying to get myself out of New Jersey, and the road says 13-ton limit. Okay, so I'm allowed to be there. When you get to the end of the road where the bridge is at, it says 4-ton limit. So New Jersey, garbage. The guy even said, because I was talking to the guy and I'm like, where can I turn around at? And he's like, just, you know, come over to this big parking lot here. And he's like, yeah, they do it all the time. It says 26,000 pounds legal limit, and then you get there and it's actually 8. So it's like pretty terrible. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. This thing is very heavy. Very friggin' heavy. I'm being very careful on my brakes, very careful just in general, accelerating so I don't break any equipment. I think this tire's getting flat. I think I'm gonna put some air in that tire while I'm here. It's a good thing I stopped to check it. Definitely holding me back tonight a little bit, so I'll get that tire pumped back up. But once I start getting some consistent paychecks coming in, I'm gonna do the front brakes on that and 2 new tires as well. So, and then I'll just use them as spares in the middle. So they're still good, but I don't want to have any blowouts on the way home either. No, that tire was flat. I'm gonna break out the old Milwaukee. By the way, links for stuff like that are down in the description. If you use my affiliate link, I get a kickback of that. But it works great. I wonder how much diesel's in this thing. So, gonna fill that tire up. That's a lifesaver. Probably gonna need to replace that tire sooner than later. But once I get out of here, hopefully, yeah, hopefully not too difficult to get out of here. It looks like I'm just gonna take the main street up to the pizza place, do a U-E, and come down. I forget the road name, but it looks a lot more trucker oriented. You should have seen the dent on the bottom of his car. Holy, nice black dent. I know I should be flipping them up, but they're kind of heavy, and I didn't really feel like doing that when I was loading this on. I left them down for that, so they could, yeah, I left them like that, so whatever, not a big deal. Didn't realize they were gonna get hit the first day I do that. Go figure. All right, here's where we are at. Sorry about the quality. Like I said, none of these cameras are really all that great at night, but I 90 degreed it because I wasn't fighting with that hill. I'm done fighting with that hill, but I got it pretty close. It's a little crooked, but this guy, he's pretty cool. He only gets this thing like on weekends randomly. And I think in my case, I'm just gonna drop this thing here. I'm gonna grab it like first thing in the morning, but I am fighting a little bit of fuel issues because oh, that quality is terrible. I ran the tank down to E so I could check to make sure there was nothing in the filters, and then now it just sucks up air. Half air, half fluid, so half air, half diesel, so I'm gonna have to go fill that up tomorrow sometime so that it stops doing that, but it's like undrivable. Like it accelerates for about 5 seconds and then it shuts off for about 5 seconds, and so on and so forth, and it's been doing that since '78. So there's the truck. Yeah, oh well. So like I said, get this thing dropped, get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed. See ya.